So if you're here, you've seen the title, and you're interested in knowing what I did to successfully appeal a copyright owner attempting to reject my dispute. Okay, so here's the final say in the matter. It says, "Good news! After reviewing your dispute, Home Box Office has decided to release their copyright claim on your YouTube video." And this is the video I have on my channel. You can go check it out. So initially, as soon as I uploaded, it ended up getting a dispute, a copyright claim dispute. Now I'm going to show you a copyright claim dispute that is on a different video, but it looks very similar, right? So here's a different video, and it has, and it still says ineligible because I don't have partner yet, but this is what it looks like initially. And I have the dispute under review, and this dispute expires in 17 days. So as you can see, the owner is required to respond to your dispute within 30 days. So what happened was, initially for this video that I got the release on, I came in here, I selected an action, and I disputed. And I disputed under the selection of fair use. And let's see. Basically, when you dispute under fair use, I have all these windows pulled up over here so I can quickly bring you what I'm trying to bring you. So this is the dispute for not this video here, but for the HBO one. And it says, this is the email that you get. "Hi, the following claim on the video has been disputed. Reason for dispute: my use of the claim content is protected by an exception to copyright, such as fair use or fair dealing." And these are all just little quick selections you can make. And you have there's a box to kind of give it a little explanation. And I basically say my use is covered under fair use, commentary, and analysis. I say that I'm covered under fair use through reaction, commentary, and analysis. And then I also I link the original content and creator, if I can, in the description of the videos, right? So this is the original when I submitted the dispute. And then almost right away, they came back with this that says, "After reviewing your dispute, HBO has decided that their copyright claim is still valid." So why this can happen? They might just disagree with your dispute. The reason you gave for disputing may have been insufficient or valid. You click view options, you go in, and it gives you the option to appeal, remove the piece that was disputed, or remove the piece that they're claiming was copyright, and so on. So I chose to go in and appeal, not just leave it up under copyright claim where you can see it, but at some point I won't be able to monetize it. I went ahead and appealed it. And if you appeal it and you lose, then you can get a copyright strike on your account. And after 3 strikes, they can close your account down, right? I don't know if 3 strikes means automatic closure of YouTube account, or if it gives them the ability to do it and they have to decide. I don't know that yet. So y'all let me know in the comments about that. But I went ahead and clicked this, went in, and I disputed it, or I appealed their rejection, okay? So what I want to show you is what it looked like to appeal their rejection. Now, I took some screenshots because I figured I should be able to see this later, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm glad I took these screenshots. So there's 2 screenshots here. And here's the first one. So basically, you go through this first part and you get to your rationale. And this is what I used. "Please explain why your use of the claimed content is protected by an exception to copyright, such as fair use or fair dealing. This will go to the claimant for review." So, does your use significantly transform the original work, or does it serve the same purpose? So what I put was, and this is kind of cut off, which is where I messed up. If I have to do this again, I am going to take better pictures and I'm going to copy and paste everything, right? So basically what I said in this first box was that the original video was, I believe, 9 minutes and 35 seconds. Let me go ahead and let me pull up the original real quick. And okay, this is the original video. Okay, Jordan B. Peterson, Real Time Bill Maher, HBO. You can see it's 9 minutes 35 seconds. Okay, now this is the reaction video, 33 minutes 4 seconds. So 9 minutes 35 seconds to 33 minutes 4 seconds. So what I stated here in this first box was I transformed the work with my reaction commentary analysis. I transformed it with an additional 23 minutes and 30 seconds worth of content through my reaction. Okay, so right there, I'm hitting on a key point of, did I transform the original work? Yes, I transformed it with this much more worth of content than the original, which is this 23 minutes and 30 seconds is original content by me because it's me talking. It's me giving commentary, reaction, analysis. Okay, so that transforms it significantly. It's more than twice as long as the original. Okay, next it says, what is the nature of the copyrighted work? So I can't remember what I wrote at the top, but I put that, I think it was entertainment or something by that channel, which I acknowledge and link to in my description. It is entertaining, informational in nature because it is a discussion for others to watch that involve the opinions of a clinical psychologist. So it's entertaining and informational. And I threw that in that piece of like the opinions of a clinical psychologist so I could hit this informational in nature, because when you're filling this out on this side over here, it gives you like, there's little I guess it's kind of advice or help on like what goes in this box. And over here next to this one, it said, you know, was it entertaining, was it informational, and so on. So I wanted to hit both of those points. So under how much original content is used, I said I use the entirety of the original content. However, I significantly transform it with my commentary, making it more than 2 times longer in length. Okay, now this one's cut off, but I have the other screenshot. So let me get that other screenshot. Where is it? So here is the other screenshot. Is your video a substitute for the original content? Right here. Okay, so I'm just showing you that we're carrying on and I didn't miss anything in the screenshot. Absolutely not. I'm not even trying to make that claim. This is why I linked the original content and content owner in the description. Is there any other information the copyright owner should be aware of? And I said, I am filing this appeal out of good faith in that I believe the courts have ruled in this matter. The article linked below illustrates a few court cases on the topic, and I gave them the article. Now, I'm going to show you this site, and I'm going to put this site in the description, a link. I have no clue who runs this site. I don't know what their motives are. All I'm saying is this is where I found this information, right? And this worked. Now, I don't know if you need to use this, but I'm saying this works for me. So this is the site, which I will link. And it's basically talking about reaction videos and fair use. And you see it goes back 5 years. Well, not 5 years, quite maybe 4.5 years. But it gives you, you know, breakdown on different factors of fair use. And they even cite a court case. I don't know if this is the first time they cite it. I think it is. So the key inquiry. I don't know how I pronounce that. In determining the purpose and character of new work is whether and to what extent the new work is transformative. Now, if you make something more than twice as long as the original, I would say that qualifies as transformative, right? It must not merely supersede the objects of the original creation, but rather add something new with a further purpose or different character, altering the first with new expression, meaning, or message. So yeah, my new expression, meaning, or message is my opinion on what they were saying. And I may agree or disagree, but it's still my expression and message, right? And down here it says, for instance, in Equals 3 LLC versus Jukin Media Inc., the court noted that adding jokes, narration, graphics, or editing weighed in favor of fair use. So right there, you know. It also says, similarly, the courts have held that denigrating a featured video can be transformative as well. So not only agreeing with the video, but if you are denigrating towards it. Now, you know what? Let's just get some clarity on that term, because I think we all understand how to use that term, but I want to get the definition, right? Denigrating, criticize, unfairly disparage. There's a tendency to denigrate the poor, all right? So right here, if it says, similarly, courts have held that, now let's replace it with criticizing unfairly or disparaging a featured video can be transformative as well, okay? Then we go into fair use factor 2, nature of the copyrighted work. Okay, so you can go through and read all these. I'm not going to read all this for you because I didn't put all this in there. I just put the link, right? So that is what I used in that box. And then coming down here, so I don't think at first, I don't think I had this good faith piece in here, but I came down here and read these statements below, and it says, I'm aware there may be adverse legal consequences if I make a false allegation. So I didn't want to say that the courts have ruled in this matter and it's done, because courts can have differing opinions, right? So I said, I am filing this appeal out of good faith and that I believe the courts have ruled in this matter, right? So I never like to speak in absolute certainty unless it is an absolute certainty and there is absolutely no way to object to it, period. That's why you always hear me saying, you always hear me catching myself saying, I don't think anyone, well, I'm not going to say anyone. I don't think most people, or generally this applies, because speaking in absolute certainties, it's not good unless it is an absolute certainty. So I didn't want to put that in here, right? I understand the personal contact information I provided will be shared with the claimant. Okay, no big deal. I understand that if my appeal is rejected by the claimant, my video will be removed and a copyright strike given to my account. If I receive 3 copyright strikes, my account may be terminated. So this is what I mean by I don't know if it's automatically terminated or if they just have the ability, because if I receive 3 copyright strikes, my account may be terminated. So that's like, may I? Yes, you may. Well, okay, you still have the option to do it. It doesn't say my account will be terminated. It says may. And then you just type in your name, not the channel name, just your first and last name. And then you submit. So I did that. And then that is when, shortly after, I don't know how long after, but shortly after, I received this email saying, good news, after reviewing your dispute, Home Box Office Inc. has decided to release their copyright claim on your YouTube video. And that it's this one. And then if I go back into my, let me see if I pull up my account. So right here, this is the video, right? So this is the title of the video. Jordan Peterson on Real Time Bill Maher, Ethan Reacts. And then Jordan Peterson on Real Time Bill Maher, Ethan Reacts, copyright status, public, not affected, ineligible because I'm not a partner, right? But this video has no copyright issues versus the other one that is still waiting in limbo. Let me pull that one up. See details. So this other one is waiting in limbo. Okay. Now, real quick, very quickly, see how this says blocked in all territories? So when I initially uploaded this video, the visibility I had set to public, but it was blocked. Like you could not, if you went to the link on YouTube, it would not show. And what I found through another video talking about how to deal with copyright claims, which I will link because I think it was a good video. It helped me. And I know it sounds weird for someone on YouTube to drive traffic to someone else, but I truly believe in getting you the information that you need to make informed decisions. So I have no problem doing that, right? So I'm going to link that video. And there's a small section of it that deals specifically with this, but I recommend you watch the whole video. And I don't know this person, we've never spoken, just it was a good video, it helped me, and I would like for it to help you. Okay. So initially mine was blocked, and I was like, man, this sucks, what am I gonna do? And after listening to his video, I realized that the block will come down after 2 days, right? Well, actually for me, I think it was more like after 48 hours had passed, the following day, it was unblocked. So I don't know if it's like, okay, 48 hours and then at the next midnight, like maybe they have a batch job in their system that changes, this to that or whatever. But it was shortly after 2 days, I noticed that it was unblocked. And I had already filed the dispute. So the dispute was in progress, which I submitted on June 4th. And I believe this was able to be viewed by June 7th, right? So maybe it was just that I was asleep or something when I submitted the dispute. But you see, they haven't responded. So this dispute expires in 17 days and they have 30 days to respond. All right. So I left. So after watching his video, I said, okay, let me see if this is true. Let me see if it goes from blocked under visibility to public. Let me see if I have, because I sent a buddy of mine. So now let me see if I have a picture of this, because I sent a buddy of mine, I think I sent him a picture of it being blocked. So let me just check real quick so I can show you what that looks like. All right, I couldn't find where I sent him that, but basically this said blocked, and after a little over 2 days, this came off, and my dispute is still under review. So it's still good. And after 30 days, I believe this dispute will fall off in my favor if they don't respond in the negative. And if they do, I'll use the same process that I used for the other video to appeal the dispute, and then I will get more information, or I will try to get more clear information and screenshots and stuff about what I say in that one. Okay. So with that said, let me know if you have any questions. If you're thinking about doing an appeal and you want like your wording checked or something, feel free to put it in the comments and we'll take a look at it. Of course, just because I did this and I won, that doesn't mean that you will win. And, just because we may agree on some wording, that doesn't mean that it may be the correct wording for you. All right. So I'm all about trying to help other people get information out there. If there's anything about this that's confusing, let me know, and I will try to make it more clear either in the comments or with a second video, a quick one just showing what it is that I'm trying to make more clear. All right. So with that said, I hope this is helpful. Please don't forget to look at the links in the description so you can see the other videos and the website that I use to help me get this information to prepare to do these things. And I hope that if you have a copyright claim, you're able to win the dispute. And if not, I hope you're able to win the appeal. Just keep in mind, if you lose 3 times total, like if you completely lose 3 times after the appeal, those are copyright strikes and they can shut your account off. So please don't forget that. It's better to have the account and have a video be ineligible for monetization than to have your account killed and have to start all over again, right? So keep that in mind. I hope this works for you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye.